As someone with experience in the entertainment industry, do you have any personal experience with this problem?
You know, there's definitely a lot more parts, more or less than my age range and my, African American type. There's definitely a lot less parts. So that's a little bit tough.
Why do you think there's often so little representation, or in the past, and maybe it could improve?
I guess what people thought would appeal, and I think that with the success of the new shows, specifically starring, African American roles, they've been hits. And I think in the past maybe they were perhaps scared of change or didn't know what was going to happen. But I think it's exciting to show that they've been really successful.
Mm-hmm. How can the media more positively represent other ethnic groups without racial stereotyping?
I guess not really putting so much emphasis on maybe the ethnic background. Maybe just saying she's a great actress, she's a great woman, but by putting so much emphasis perhaps on the color or the like I said, the ethnic background, that might keep categorizing, okay, this is a great African American actress rather than this is a great actress. So I think more so just recognizing great talent and great actors, actresses.
Look deeper into what is actually happening with the person. So storytelling based on real life kind of experiences rather than storytelling based on a stereotype. Everybody goes through similar, wants and needs and cares and life's lessons. Why not just tell that for different groups of people? Why not just tell that, kind of generally for everybody?
How do you define positive ethnic/racial representation in the media?
When each group is represented equally. So, for example, we see a lot of, there's certain television stations that have the white people being the leads or the main, and then maybe the African American best friend, right? Mm-hmm. So that wouldn't be an equal representation. When you have as many leads who are people of races other than white as there are, if it's like an equal distribution, then I think they're doing a good job.
I've done acting since I was very young. I had a campaign with Tiger Woods. I've worked on the WB Parenthood sitcom produced by Robert Townsend, and so and Nickelodeon. I was on True Jackson VP with Keke Palmer, as well as iCarly with Miranda. So I've been on a number of different styles of sets and around different, diverse backgrounds and people and all kinds of stuff. And so I think that I've had, enough experience to see and I've seen all sorts of people and sets and stuff. So I think it's all coming together and it's all changing, and I think in a good way. And I think many new parts and roles are being added, and coming from a long time ago when it was more so this role was specifically meant for this, or this TV show was specifically meant for that. It's really diversifying, I think, on TV now, and it's not just a TV that's meant for this person or that. I think there's so many more parts on all types of shows, on all types of networks that are opening up, and so that's the really cool thing from growing up as a really young girl to now seeing how different it's changing.
Why do you think there is often so little representation of minorities in the media?
That's a good question. It's a good question. I've asked that 1,000 times and I've never come up with an answer. I mean, I don't really have an answer to it. It might be that the people in the position of power might not be a minority, but that's not always true either, and that's not necessarily true. Are they targeting the groups that they think will show up and make them more money? Are those white audiences? I don't know. It's an excellent question, but I don't really know how to answer it. Within the classroom dynamic, I would honestly say no. And I know that there's probably some things that I'm not aware of. You know, there's probably some divides that I'm not aware of. I will say with my after-school productions versus the classes are very racially diverse. And there are times that the after-school productions are not as racially diverse, and it's something that really bothers me that I would like to work towards, you know, finding ways to be more inclusive or finding ways to make sure that people are auditioning and committing to the production. So there's that definite divide, but within the classroom, if I put students of color with white students, they're all acting, they're all storytelling, they're all saying the same thing, they're all on the same platform.
How do you think good ethnic or racial representation will affect youth today?
I think that self-concept and self-image is really important to young people, but to all people. People need to see themselves in positions of power. They need to see somebody who, you know, is from the same background or from a similar experience being successful, being represented in mainstream media. I think it affects the self-concept and the self-image. I think that when you create an environment that is safe, that is accepting of different cultures, the students are really receptive to it. Like, they actually want to get to know other people, and it's a great place for it because you're doing your art, you're doing your creativity, and you have to do it within a safe space, and that definitely happens.